Hello and welcome to another Havoc Sons video. Now, my first video that I posted, there was I don't know, it seems to me like what is considered retro is, boy, everyone I talk to has a different idea about a retro computer. I find that so funny because you could buy a computer and within 1 year it's already obsolete. But to call it retro after, say, 8 years old is a crime. Go figure. The last computer I posted it as a retro rig because I truly built it to be that. It was running Windows XP, as this one is. But yet I got a lot of feedback that it was not a retro rig. It was a rocket ship. It had a 2000 megahertz frontside bus. It had VleociRaptors hard drives in it. It did have some stuff that were only 8 years old. I honestly feel that a retro rig is 10 or older years, whereas this one here definitely qualifies. This here is it's got a Thermaltake Armour case, which I really love this case because it's quite expandable. The case is 11 years old. Okay, so I consider that a retro case. But it's in absolutely fantastic condition. Now, this one I'm going to bundle with some really cool stuff because this one is so clear and it's got a lot of glass and you can visualize it. I built these with those Harman Kardon speakers, which actually sound extremely good. So it's going to be bundled with that, as well as I'm running Windows XP. Now, all the systems that I'm listing are a legitimate software package systems. This one will actually even have the Windows Professional box with it, as you can see there in the corner. So she's fully loaded and ready to go. So let me explain a little bit about her by opening it up and showing some really cool things. I mean, of course, the Armour Thermaltake case was really popular because of these heavy steel plates in the front. And as you can see by looking, this one here has a lot of different little features. It has this little port, gives you a lot of different, multi-function cards you can put in here. Of course, you have your DVD. This one also has a CD. Both are burners. This one is also comes with a 250 megabyte zip drive and a 1.4 floppy. Of course, the zip drive's probably the oldest thing on it. I just love them because, they're just cool. They're fun. It also has two docking bays, though I don't have the internal slots for those. Just the bays. So if anyone does have slots, internal bays, you're ready to go. Also, it has this cool little tray right here, which is kind of a neat feature. So that's the outside of that. Let's take a look at the back. Of course, I'm running my legendary Rocketfish power supplies. I believe this one's 750 watts. It may be 800 watts. I can't really remember. It's between 700 and 800 watts. It's running Thermaltake fans in it all the way around. Again, what I consider a retro rig is anything that's got PS2 ports, a COM port, and a printer port, which, as you can see, this motherboard clearly does. It has a gigabit LAN, and it has USB 2s. You also have your optical sound out. And another nice feature is this one is running the ATI 1900 XTX. But the nice thing about this one is the rare Crossfire edition. So you notice it has these little fins. Whereas if you wanted to add another 1900 XTX to this, you could actually crossfire it. Because back in the day when Crossfire first started, you needed the Crossfire Edition Master, and then you could use any of the regular, what they would consider slave 1900 XTX video cards. This video card has 512 megs of DDR3. At the time that it came out in 06, it was the fastest video card on the planet. The box even proved that, said right on it. So, you know, I don't think they would lie, lawsuits and stuff. Let's take a look at the inside. This kind of has a nice little feature because this has this little bracket. You just flip like that, or you can key lock it. I even have the key for it. And then this panel slides right out. Look at the size of that fan, my friends. Whoa. Oh, jeez, that reminds me. I added lights to it. I'm going to add more. I forgot. So I got to finish that. I was going to add more lights, and then I've got to cover those so they don't short out. Boy, I'm glad I opened that. Took a look at that. Would have been bad to ship it out that way, huh? Okay, so let's take a look at your insides. This is really kind of cool because it's running a blue covered CPU cooler. I've never seen one of those before. I don't know what the difference of that is, other than it is what came with the board. The board does have blue accents also on the RAM slots. And what type of board is it? Well, it's the Intel D975XBX2. She's a 1066 megahertz, 8 gigabyte, 800 megahertz max RAM that you can put on it. She's got a gigabit LAN in it too. And this is, of course, a good view of the 1900 XTX. Also, it's got a nice little cooler in here. Those are those removable bays. Here's your, boy, those are VleociRaptors. Those aren't Raptors, those are VleociRaptors. So these are the faster 10,000 RPM drives. Here is your DVD and CD-ROM. It is currently populated with 8 gigabytes of DDR2 800 megahertz. Might even have 4 gigabytes of. Let me check. I can't remember now. Hang on. Yeah, I'm glad I stopped. This one is only populated with 4 gigabytes of DDR2 800 megahertz RAM. Like I said before, you're carrying two 80 gig Raptors, the VleociRaptors. They're RAID 0, so you know you're going to increase your speed there, as well as a 140 gig D drive. Now, just so we clarify some things, and the CPU, which is important. She's an Intel quad-core Extreme. This is a QX6700. She runs at 2.66 gigahertz, but overclocking this beast is not a problem. Now, here's the thing. When I assembled this system, I wanted to match it really well. So the CPU came out in April of 06. The motherboard came out in October of 06. The video card came out in mid 05. So all around the same year, 05, 06, is when this machine was built, truly over 10 years old. So, I mean, as far as I am concerned, and others that I've talked to, even those that have some groups on Facebook, this machine is truly a retro machine where others may not be. Oh, one other feature too. Let me see if I can get up to the top there. Right at the top, there is a little button that you press right here, and that you get access to your USB ports. I think FireWire is up there too. So here is my fully loaded Armour. Oh, one other thing. Let's take a look at the video on the screen. Hang on one sec. Now, I do apologize. This new camera cannot match the frequency ratings of my old camera, so you're going to get that rolling. But you see the screen there? That's kind of cool because this here also is installed with a legal version of a Microsoft Plus. This is the digital media version. So as well as all the games that you see on there, Dawn of War, Command and Conquer, StarCraft, she's fully loaded and ready to go. Again, I do apologize for the flickering, but I just kind of wanted to show you the screensaver that came with this Plus edition. It's kind of cool. That's an aquarium. And actually, I know the video can't do it justice, but it really looks real if you look at it in the monitor. So, I'm going to take a look at the speakers, see how they sound. Wow. It's pretty nice. That sounds pretty good. Okay, so anyway, here is my Armour with XP Service Pack 4. She's got a CPU Z bench of 333.3 for a retro gamer set. That's pretty good. Heavy load gives the video card 4,080 frames per second. That's also extremely good for a retro rig. Now, I'm sure I'm going to get debates on this as well, but in my book, this machine was the pinnacle of what I consider a retro gamer. I didn't want to close the lid yet because I'm going to add more blue LED to that fan, give it a really nice, beautiful blue LED look. Again, it comes with these speakers. This machine will be listed on eBay here shortly. Oh, and also comes with a legitimate copy of Windows Professional. Okay. Like always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please leave your comments. Even if you disagree, voice your opinions. This is America. Everybody has their right to their opinion. You guys stay safe. Have a great day and a better life. See ya.